Attention, small YouTube channels, stop listening to these growth lies. Yes, there are so many myths out there floating around keeping small channels small, simply because there are people out there educating that don't have experience, or they're educating on things from a long time ago, or there are things that I just simply don't agree with based on my YouTube experience. And today I'm going to expose the top 5 lies that I see floating around the YouTube education sphere. So if you're tired of wasting your time with advice that doesn't work, then stay tuned, because I have built my channel to over 38,000 subscribers in the last couple of years, and I like to think that I have a good eye for spotting the lie. So let's dive in. This video is sponsored by Storyblocks, but more on them later. Okay, lie number 1 is you need to know your ideal client before you can succeed on YouTube. So here is why I completely disagree with this information out there. Now, way back in the day when I started my very first business in 2014, I would have told you up and down until I was blue in the face that creating an ideal client profile and having an ideal client that you think about when you create all your marketing and everything is super, super, super key. And for my first business, that worked. It was a very niche business. I helped photographers of a very certain particular, like, women of this age who live here, like it was really, really, really niche. But you can also build a business that is broad and appeals to lots and lots of people, aka the business I have now. And when you do that, it is very hard to just market to one specific type of person. So what I have found, especially when it comes to YouTube, is focus solely on your niche of content and not on your ideal client. Because what will happen is if you focus in on that niche of content, that category, that topic that you want to focus on, your ideal client will come. It will form, and you will get that data from within your YouTube studio. So when I started making content on YouTube about passive income and digital products, I was like, listen, this could be for anyone of any age who lives anywhere. Like, this could really apply to anyone who has an internet connection and a smartphone. So I had a really hard time narrowing down who my ideal client was. So instead, what I did was I focused in on my content, focused in on my niche and my topic, and my ideal client revealed itself. Now that I have over 38,000 subscribers, I have a good amount of data. So what I can do is I can go inside of YouTube Studio, go into the analytics, and click on audience. And what my YouTube Studio has revealed to me is the majority of my followers are ages 40 to 55 who are women. Now, this doesn't surprise me fully because I am 37 years old myself. And what I found with my last business is my ideal clients, or like the majority of my audience with that business, were also similar to me. When I started that business, I was in my 20s. So I had a lot of like 20-year-old women who lived in the Midwest, which at the time I also lived in the Midwest. But it is interesting how YouTube will really just reveal that data to you. And I never thought once about women ages 40 to 55 when creating my content, and it didn't matter. Quite frankly, I just focused in on my content and my topic and my niche, and my ideal clients followed. So I would recommend you do that and let YouTube Studio sort of reveal the data of who your ideal clients are. I just find this strategy way, way easier. Okay, the second lie that I have seen floating around the YouTube education sphere: all you need is to use Canva templates to make your thumbnails for YouTube. Now, yes, you can use Canva to make your thumbnails for YouTube, and I actually have nothing wrong with using Canva to make your thumbnails. What I do have an issue with is using Canva's templates, because what I see happen is people use these templates and it's so easy to spot. These thumbnails, they don't stand out. People are not going to click on them. They know it's a Canva template. And not only that, but they've seen a billion other people use the same freaking template, and it just looks like corporate-y and weird, and it's just not good. So what I recommend instead is making a list of your competitors on YouTube and finding what are their outlier videos. Which videos did they make in the last year that did way more views than that channel has subscribers? And what thumbnail did they use? Because whatever thumbnail they used clearly had a high CTR, aka click-through rate. Otherwise, that video wouldn't have popped off. So I would highly recommend modeling, not copying that thumbnail idea, because that is already a proven idea. That is going to help you get a leg up. You are not going to have to start from scratch. You can go and find what thumbnails out there already work. And yes, you can build them in Canva, but build them from scratch. Do not, use these Canva templates. They look cheesy, they look corporate, they look weird. I wouldn't recommend it. In addition to not only using Canva templates for your thumbnails, I also urge you to not only use your A-roll footage for your YouTube videos. A-roll is the footage of your face talking to camera, just like I'm doing now. The truth is that in addition to your video's CTR, aka click-through rate, your AVD, aka average view duration, is so important to your video getting pushed out by the YouTube algorithm. It's simply because when your video holds your viewers' attention for longer, YouTube takes note of that and wants to push your video out to more people, because more people watching your video for longer means more ad revenue for YouTube. And one of the best ways to hold your viewers' attention longer on your video is by adding in additional elements into your video, like B-roll clips, animations, graphics, and sound effects. And you can get all of those from Storyblocks, the sponsor of this video. Storyblocks is a stock media subscription service offering things like B-roll clips, animations, graphics, sound effects, and more. And content creators can get unlimited access to these for a predictable monthly subscription price. No more having to pay per clip and then spending way more money editing a project than you anticipated. And no more having to scour the internet for random clips when your subscription has lots of media assets at your fingertips all in one place. Personally, myself and my team absolutely love using Storyblocks and having all of these media assets all in one easy to use place. It makes it literally so easy for us to find the media assets that we're looking for to take my videos to the next level. In fact, most of the B-roll you saw in this video so far is from Storyblocks. So if you're wanting to take your video editing to the next level and give Storyblocks a try, go to storyblocks.com/Molly Kaiser or click the link in the description below this video or the pinned first comment. And thanks again so much to Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. Okay, line number 3 is people saying do not make tutorial videos, like tutorial videos are dead. And so when I first started my channel, I focused heavily on trying to get my videos to rank on YouTube homepage, and that's actually still my strategy to this day. But since I was a beginner and I had so many people telling me, don't make tutorial videos, don't make tutorial videos, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make some tutorial videos and see what happens, because I'm someone who kind of likes to like march to the beat of my own drum. You know, I kind of like to test things out and see how they work for myself. And also some of the reasons I heard to not do tutorial videos were like, oh, you know, you're just going to attract people who only want tutorial videos and they come and they leave. And I thought, well, I don't really care if they come and they leave because I have freebies for them that they're going to download and they're going to get on my email list. So I just was sort of like, you know what? I just don't think this, you know, lie or advice or whatever really applies to like my strategy of business. So I went ahead and gave it a try. And one of the first tutorial videos that I can remember that I did was about System.io. This is the business software that I use to run my entire digital products creator, you know, business, whatever you want to call it. And if you're interested in learning more about that, it's like how I host my digital products, how I build my email list, how I make opt-in pages, freebies, checkout pages, sales pages, how I collect payments, you know, everything. That's with System.io. And there actually is a link to a completely free account that you can snag in the link in the description below this video. It's not a free trial, it's a free account, but that was one of the very first videos that I made, was a tutorial for System.io. And what's interesting is at first, I think I maybe only got like, I don't know, 500 views or something. Then over time it was 1,000, then 2,000. Now I think it has more like 18,000 views or something like that. I'd have to go look, honestly, but here's what I do know about it. People that join my membership Freedom Creator Club, a lot of them come to the weekly Q&A call that I host. And I have had a number of students tell me that they found me specifically from that video. And so I feel like that just proves that lie wrong, that people don't just come to a tutorial video and leave and they have no meaning to your channel and they don't watch any of your other videos, because these people also tell me they watch my other videos and they also purchased things from me. And another video that I made was how you can create your own website using System.io. And that one has a lot of views. Like that video popped off. So not only did it get on the homepage, but it also brings me a lot of traffic from search for people, you know, looking like, how do I build a website with System.io? And here's the thing is, since I teach people how to create and sell digital products and I recommend System.io software, if people are already looking to learn about System.io, they're already very close to being a purchaser. Like they're already sold on selling digital products. And so when they come across, you know, what I teach, they're going to be like highly likely to purchase from me. So think about that when you create tutorial videos. Like, yeah, sure, maybe there will be some people who just come for the tutorial video and leave, but not everyone, especially if you do it the way I do it, where I mention freebies in the description description of my video. And during my video, I tell people, go to the description below this video and download freebies. I literally have freebies that are 54 different types of digital products you could sell online. I literally have a free email list building bundle, which comes with templates and funnels and things to build your email list. I also have a totally free passive income training that you can put in your name and email and watch this on demand completely for free. It's the first link in my description below. So I have lots of freebies below, and that is how I move my YouTube followers to email subscribers. So it doesn't matter if you come from a video like this or a tutorial video. The whole key is just to get traffic and then move that traffic to becoming email subscribers, because then they're one step closer to making purchases from you. Okay, lie number 4 is you should promote your YouTube channel everywhere. Like, I see this all the time where people try to join these YouTube groups and they're like, hey, if you follow my channel, I'll follow your channel. And it's like, first of all, that is helping no one. Like, you are not getting like real subscribers who are going to watch your videos. In fact, that's probably going to hurt your channel. I also see people being like, well, I'm going to promote my YouTube channel on Instagram, or I'm going to promote it on TikTok or LinkedIn or my email list or Facebook or whatever. And here's the thing, people who view content on Facebook are rarely YouTube watchers. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with TikTok. There is rarely crossover. And not only that, but especially in the beginning stages of your channel, you want to let YouTube find your viewers, because the YouTube algorithm is super, super powerful. So for example, with this video, I found an outlier video on someone else's channel that was like small channels, blah, blah, blah. And it popped off and they got way more views than that channel got subscribers. So I decided to make a few videos similar, small channels, blah, 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 right? So what happens is this shows YouTube's algorithm like, okay, this video is clearly about YouTube. Also, there's another video similar about small channels, blah, blah, blah. And those people would probably be interested in it. And as long as I get a good click-through rate and the people at first who watch it have a good average view duration, YouTube is going to find more viewers for me for that video. But if I am promoting that video to Facebook or Instagram or like random people, it's going to confuse YouTube's algorithm. It's going to be like, the people who liked this video and watched it were from Facebook and they liked these certain things. And it's going to try to show it to more people like that. But really, you want super dedicated people that are watching lots of videos on YouTube. So I'm telling you, you want to let YouTube try to find your viewers for you. Not to mention, your YouTube channel should be, and most likely is, top of funnel, meaning you are wanting to get leads from YouTube. So it literally makes no sense to send leads to your channel. For me, the whole point is to get leads from YouTube to my email list. So it goes YouTube, then email list, then sales. You know, it wouldn't make sense for me to move my email list to my YouTube channel. Like, oh, then where am I getting people to join my email list? Like, none of that, it just doesn't make sense. So don't waste your time. Don't confuse the algorithm. Stop promoting your videos. Let YouTube do its job, especially when you are a beginner on YouTube. Okay, line number 5 is ignore your competition. You do you know, be yourself. Don't even look at other competitors. Like, now this might not constitute as like a lie per se, but it's just really an opinion that I very highly disagree with. I think it is very smart to have a list of your competitors, to see what they're doing, to watch what they're doing, to see what works. Because if they do a certain video on a certain topic and that pops off, then you should model that and do something similar, because now you know that that works on YouTube. If you're not looking at any of your competitors or any other people in your space, you are starting everything from scratch. You have no data. You have no idea what's working on YouTube. That is going to be very hard to grow a channel when you are not seeing what are the trends, what are the things working in your niche with your competitors. So it doesn't need to be a negative thing. It's not like you're copying them. You're just seeing like they made a video about their opinion on what trends are going to work well with Instagram next year. And that popped off. So you're like, oh, I should make my version of what trends I think are going to pop off with Instagram next year, right? And then you know that video has a really high chance of doing well because it's already proven to do well. But if you're just making up topics out of thin air, you're going to have a really, really hard time growing your channel. So now that you know what I find to be the 5 biggest lies holding small channels back, it's time for you to focus on what actually works. So let me know in the comments below, what was your top takeaway? What was your favorite debunked lie from this video? Let me know in the comments and I will respond to every single one. And now that you know the 5 biggest lies that I find to be true on YouTube and how to avoid them, you might be wondering what you should be doing to make the YouTube algorithm love you. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.